Today we're asking the specialists. We have Erica, Jaclyn, and Nicole here who are identical triplets getting ready to hopefully have children. Erica just happens to be married to Jay McGraw, our very own executive producer. They're all eager to find out if even more multiples may be in their future.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Erica.
I'm Jaclyn.
And we're identical triplets.
Growing up, I've always loved having sisters.
How cute, look at how cute. I can't even tell us apart.
The bond that triplets have, it's definitely different than regular siblings. We had our own language until we were 2.
Our parents would be like, what are you guys even saying? We went through every milestone together from our first steps to getting married. It's only natural for us to want to have kids together.
31 years later.
We think we have a pretty good shot at having multiples, or at least one of us, because our family history has a lot of multiples.
Our grandma's a twin, and we have a bunch of multiple cousins.
Oh, here's our cousins, they're twins.
I have more of a chance of having multiples because Jay has multiples on his side. His mom is a twin.
As long as I can remember, I've always wanted to have kids.
We're all 3 married and we're ready to go.
Can you imagine if we all had them on the same day?
That's our goal.
Let's find out if the sisters have a better chance of having multiples. Jaclyn, Nicole, and Erica are here with us today. Ladies, welcome.
Thank
you.
I like the outfits, I must say.
Gorgeous.
We always say, whenever we can, why not? So it's fun.
And I was saying before that I'm lucky that I know the 3 of you because I can actually tell you all apart, but I'm assuming that everyone out there probably can't. Well, join us today. We also have Dr. John Jane. He's from Santa Monica Fertility Specialist. He's going to help Erica and her sister determine their own odds of a set of multiples. Welcome.
Good to be here. Good to be here.
And another interesting tidbit I just found out is that when Lisa was a medical student, you were her resident.
I was.
Yeah, he was in
All
charge
comes
of me.
around.
It really does, and here we are. It's a small world.
We were actually in the trenches together, so
Really, in the trenches.
it was very intense training. But that's why we're able to talk about topics like triplets.
Well, and we've talked about this. The 3 of you are ready to have children, right?
Yeah, we definitely are. We're at that age where we're, concerned with our age in general, and then we're also all 3 married, so figure why not start trying, or should we, or what are our risks, what are our odds? Do I even want to even try? Because I might have, multiples like my mom, so.
The question is, are the boys ready?
Are the boys ready? Well, I believe Jay's ready. He's told me he's ready. I think my husband's ready. My husband's definitely ready. He's the oldest.
Hey, Jay, Bill, are you guys back there?
Yeah, we're back here.
So,
I thought we were here to talk about heart disease.
we're going to talk about how it takes 2 to tango, Jay.
Don't have a heart attack.
Yes, it does.
So are you guys at the point now where not only are you interested in whether or not you may have multiples, but are you ready to take that next step?
I've got a lot of questions about whether or not we're going to have multiples, Travis.
I think Jay's a little scared
Oh, I didn't
about
answer your real question. I'm sorry. No, yeah, I'm excited to have kids. I'm ready whenever.
That was very convinced.
I think he looks like he's ready.
Oh, and Bill, you're awfully quiet back there, buddy.
Yeah, I'm definitely ready too, but I will admit I never ever dreamed it would come to this and happen this way. So it's fun. It should be interesting.
Billy has a good point, though. Like, when we married our husbands, we didn't necessarily tell them, okay, we're going to probably try to conceive at the same time, or hopefully have our babies at the same time or similar times.
And try at the same time.
And so now it's a shocker to them, like, whoa, okay, wait a minute, now we're going to call each other when it's, okay, are you doing it? Like, is it, Yeah,
I guess
that's the way it happens, right? I don't know.
Well, it would be really, kind of unusual for you all to have, get pregnant on the same day. I mean, maybe in the same month or something like that, but probably not. But I think what's really interesting, besides the fact that you guys are triplets and gorgeous triplets, and I think a lot of people at home don't know, are really interested in how twins and triplets, come about. And you're considered identical triplets, even though, because we've known you so long, we can tell you apart. It's so funny because Jaclyn always comes up to me and says, I'm not Erica. And I go, I know.
I'm sorry.
But because identical twins or triplets can look different, even though basically when you're twins and you're identical, you come from the same egg. Okay, but you can still have differences in how you look. If you're fraternal or non-identical twins, then you come from, 2 different eggs and sperm. right?
Yeah, two different eggs, two different embryos for
And
fraternal
then
twins.
triplets are really, really, really rare. Tell us about triplets specifically.
Yeah, you know, they're about 20 times rarer than twins, for example, because the woman has to ovulate 3 eggs, and they all have to be fertilized, so the boys have to do their job as well to come up with
You hear
triplets.
that, guys?
You need some good stuff going on.
Whereas twins typically come from 2 eggs, giving rise to 2 babies. Identicals, as you mentioned, Lisa, are caused by the egg or embryo splitting from 1 embryo to 2 or 3, and that's even more rare than the fraternal twins or triplets.
And how about all those rumors? You guys probably heard them. Does it skip a generation? If it's from the mom's side, you're more likely to have twins. I hear all these stories.
Well, that depends on if it's fraternal or identical, and that's kind of why we, jumped into it. Tell them how that works.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, our understanding about twins and triplets is that they come about from multiple ovulations, a mother ovulating more than 1 egg, and that's why most twins and triplets are non-identical or fraternal, and the splitting is much rarer. So it really follows through the mother's side of the family, a woman ovulating more than 1 egg.
So are you saying that I'm like totally safe because?
Oh no, not at all. No. You're
They're
identical.
all over on both sides of her family.
Yeah,
So watch me
absolutely.
and you have twins or triplets, and she won't have any.
Yeah, but they
it
want
seems like the luck of the
multiples.
draw.
Right,
You
no,
know,
you have it
like-
running in your family. You're a triplet and you have a grandparent that is a twin. So you have the genes in your family, so...
As well as Jay's side, so I'm.
Oh, goodness, yeah.
Genetically, how does the egg know, okay, I'm genetically supposed to split, I'm going to split, you know?
Great question.
Yeah,
Or is
and,
it...
right, a good question. And actually, it doesn't know that because we don't think the identical tripleting or twinning is genetic. It's a random event. Having said that, it probably still does have a little bit of genetics in it.
Yeah, okay. Well, we'll see.
the
We're going
odds
to be
are
a
like-
science experiment.
The odds are like being struck by lightning.
And I think it's so great because, we can tell you apart and you look different and everything, but you said when you were babies, they couldn't. And they actually did something really unique to tell you all apart.
We have a baby picture that we still to this day look and we're like, okay, was that me or is that
the
you?
picture over to
We have
see
flip
who's
the picture
who.
over because we look so alike.
Our
We were like a day
fingerprints
old.
were so much alike when we were born that they had to have something permanent because they didn't want to mix us up in the bathtub or something. So when we were born, I had 1 tattoo on my butt cheek.
I have 2.
And Erica has 2 because she was second born, and Jaclyn doesn't have any. She was the lucky
Jay
one.
gets to see him every day.
They're little.
No, they're little.
They're little
like-
tiny blue kind of ink dots.
And
It's not really
31
like a whole tattoo on a baby. Like a dime. Yeah, it's like a
Is there
circle.
like a
thing.
record for the earliest child to get a tattoo?
Yeah.
I mean, hey,
The doctor though delivered us, and he was like, "Oh my gosh!" Our mom didn't know she was having triplets. Thought she was having twins. Delivered 2. Had the 3rd one, obviously unknowing it. Our dad was, tear rolling out of it on his mask, and our mom said, "I'm a dog and I'm having a litter." So he was like, freaking out, and he went,
she
"What do
said,
I do so I don't mix them up?" And all he could think of was, ink dots on the biggest part of their bodies.
She was
That's a
terrified.
great idea,
She was terrified. She didn't have enough love. We had an older sister as well, and she's like, "How am I supposed to love 4 babies? I can't imagine the woman that just had 8.
And she wanted a boy and got 3 girls.
it's so neat how close the babies are inside. I think that's how comes you guys are so,
think
you
Erica
talked
and
about
I-
the language that you had, because we'll often see, triplets inside or twins like cuddling and I think that's, the bond starts way before.
Yeah, and I think
we
that's
still
where we
have-
learned that language. We don't even speak, and we can look at each other and have conversations. Very weird. Yeah, growing up, our parents were like, "Oh, we're at the dinner table again," and there they go.
It
it
was
was
a
like
conversation with no words, and we had our own language till we were probably 2, and then we also had the same dream that we didn't know we had till we were 6. Every single night we had the same scary dream, and we found out when we were 18 that we all had the same dream, which is really weird.
Yeah, random dream
so
too. I mean,
And we're
I know to this
31, best friends, and still just as close. It's crazy.
It's so fun,
Yeah.
and that's why we're wondering, if we can
we can-
conceive at the same time, because we love hanging out with each other. We'd love, like, our
Kind
kids
of want
to
to
have
make
the same.
triplets. You know what
Tell
I
them the
mean?
best ways about conception.
If you want to conceive at the same time, okay. Well, you have to ovulate at the same time. That's not easy to do unless your menstrual cycles are all lined up.
Yeah.
So
Well,
let's put the
There you go.
They are. Okay, done. We're done.
Menstrual cycles are the same, so we're ready.
Well, I know you all have more questions. I want to get to them after the break. But just to clarify, Erica, you'd be happy with just 1 baby. But Jaclyn, Nicole, you'd be happy with multiples, right?
I've always wanted twins,
Yeah,
yeah.
but I
think
do
it'd be
want
really
more
fun
than
to
one.
twins. I just don't want
Not
them at the same time. Right.
preferably. Well, we've got a lot of ground to cover with our specialist still, and if you've ever thought about having kids, none of your questions are off limits. And later, has your vision ever been disrupted by odd-looking specks or spots? Find out what they are and if you have anything to worry about after the break.
Is there a specific time of the month that you're supposed to try?
How long will it take us to get pregnant?
All women that want to have babies have tons of questions.
And we do too.
We can't wait to ask the doctors.